the thing.
That's creepy.
This one is cool.
Welcome to a night in the Asylum. It's Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, as if you didn't know. Time for Talk, Tech, and Tequila with Darren and Jen. Call in live or leave a message at 855-366-9653 or email Dilbert at asylum.radio. It's time to take refuge with your friends, your cocktail, and cream puff.
Jen, how are you?
Good. My camera keeps turning off and on again, but good.
What is with your camera, Jen? You just don't want to be on camera anymore. This was all your idea from the start.
I know. I don't know what's going on. I think
you wanted to show your beautiful face and my ugly face.
Right, just appear. Hey, Rafi.
Hey guys, you're a little something's happening with the audio. I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
it sounds fine to us, Rafi. You sound fine, so it must be on your end.
I hear you guys now.
Oh, there you go. So it wasn't your end. And you're all blurred out, so we can't spy on what's behind your room and what you might be having sitting on your shelves. And
I mean, I think what's funny is the microphone is blurred, so it kind of looks like it's an inappropriate thing.
It does. Like just waiting there for him to taste it.
I can't show you all my secrets in the background. Not on the second episode. Maybe the fifth. We'll see.
Are you going to make it that far, Rafi?
I think so. I believe it.
Oh, we have a lot to talk about.
Oh, yes, we do.
Jen, did you listen to the episode that I sent you?
I listened to maybe 10 minutes of it.
Oh, that's not enough, Jen.
I know.
The whole episode was making fun of Rafi.
Oh, really?
You should have listened to the whole thing.
Oh,
anyway, it was the episode of Derek Romaine from Thursday, February 3rd. So the title was It Takes Two, and we learned so much about Rafi.
Oh, darn. Now do we get to tell the listeners about all the things?
We are going to talk about everything that we have time to get to.
Well, you can listen to it this week, Jen.
I have so many questions.
Okay, I have some answers.
The title for today is Getting to Know Rafi in my mind, but I think Rafi had something else in his mind what he wanted to talk about.
Oh, it's about your other episode before about like how the internet bills and everything sort of gets more expensive for some reason.
Oh, that's nothing, Rafi. We'll talk about it at the end if we have time.
The internet.
Okay. I'll make it more spicy. Don't worry.
Alrighty.
And traveling during a pandemic. I thought that was interesting. I want to have some stories.
Before we get to that, I want to hear what's new with Jennifer. So what's new with your job, Jen?
Well, look, my camera turned off. It got shy again. Let's try this again. Well, I gave my notice like we talked about the last show. Friday was my last day. A lot of people said goodbye. They gave me a card with people signed stuff.
A digital card.
A digital card.
It was even a digital card. It wasn't a real one.
Right.
Oh, that's sad.
And there are two people that are in the New York office that are actually traveling this week and next week. So we're going to have a goodbye dinner for me and the New York folks on the 24th.
Oh, you let me know where that is, Jen, because I'm going to show up at the table right next door.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to pretend like I'm from VMware.
Jared and I will show up. Hi, we're new representatives for VMware.
You don't know what you're going to be missing, bitches. We got her.
That's right. But it was interesting because I was expecting my credentials to email and everything to get cut off like at 5 p.m. or whatever. It actually just got cut off this morning. So all of the access has now been revoked.
Jen, us people in IT are never that organized. That's why it takes a little while.
A little bit. Maybe they were giving me like wiggle room to get
Yeah,
my
maybe they're
files
thinking,
and stuff.
wait till the manager signs off on letting her go or not.
Right.
The owner.
Well, it's
Well-
nice because they said if I don't like it, I'm always welcome to come back. So that always feels good.
Really? Something tells me you're not coming back. You're off to bigger and
I
better
don't plan
things, Jen.
to. I don't plan to suck at my new job. So
No.
I hope not.
Alrighty. So, Harafi, you were filling in for Romaine because she left early or something, right?
Yes. she
Last Thursday.
had
How
some-
often are you on Derek and Rain where you actually are talking?
Well, when I used to be an intern, I would run the board usually, so I'd chime in here and there. But once in a while, I'll pop in. But I'm usually on Orange Juice and Biscuits, OJ and B, and now with you guys, and sometimes on DNR.
So Derek and Rain are actually paying you now for ONJ and B? Is that what's
Oh,
happening?
No, no,
Oh, no.
no payment yet. But I've been, building a following and getting myself out there.
Are you operating the board when you're there or something, or what's
No,
going
no,
on?
That's when I was an intern. I did that, yeah, but not anymore.
Who operates the board then when you're there?
Well, it's usually Romaine. the
She's
one
still
that's
there
in
then?
charge. Yeah, she
Oh.
interviews. Well, she's on the show with Jonathan Valdez. So.
Yeah, you know what? I think I want to listen to a show maybe once. Should I listen?
You
Is
should.
Orange Juice and Biscuits your show? Or
no,
your
Jonathan Valdez? Yeah, have a listen. I'm usually there with AJ, my friend who we went to school with together, who helped me get into the internship actually.
You know that he stole our tagline, right?
Who
Did he?
Well, we started with, cocktails and cream puffs is what we called ourselves sort of informally, Jen, right?
yes, yes.
Does that sound
OJ and
familiar to
Biscuits?
Orange Juice and Biscuits?
Sort of, I guess.
Sort of.
I don't know.
Just because it has the
Alrighty.
word "and" in it? I don't know, Darren.
All right, so I got questions about AJ, Rafi.
Oh, have you met
So-
him yet?
I have not met him. I don't think I met him yet. So
Sure.
AJ is another person who was an intern, right? He's not an intern anymore?
No. He's there. He's working part time, and he already knew Romaine from like a while back. So he got the internship first, and then he hooked me up after we finished school.
And he's a straight guy.
He is,
Right.
and he's married.
He's married. Wow.
So pause off.
Why is that
Darren.
so surprising that he's married?
I didn't think he was going to be
Pause
married.
off.
I thought that his voice sounds like he's probably younger. Like, so about how old is he? 20s, 30s?
He's like mid-30s.
Okay. So
You
where'd the
go
name
into all
Swishy
the
come
questions.
from?
He's like straight and married and 20.
Oh, we're only at the beginning, Jen.
Oh
He goes
boy.
by Squishy. Squishy's his nickname
Squishy.
over there.
So how did you get the name Squishy?
Because Romaine thinks he's a little gay, so
Oh, that's
he
great.
called him Squishy.
I'm sure his
But-
wife
wait,
appreciates that.
No, sorry, Swishy.
What does that mean?
Swishy.
A little gay? I don't even know what
Squish.
that means.
But Jonathan thought it was squishy, so he calls him Swishy, but it's really swishy.
Swishy.
Well, we're all a little gay, Jen. Come
Yeah, I
on.
mean it is a spectrum. They
A
say,
little
right?
gay. A spectrum.
Where are you on the spectrum, Jen?
I'm totally straight.
How about Manuel? Because that's what we really want to know.
Totally straight. However,
his-
he's in touch with his feminine side, but that doesn't mean he likes guys.
And your husband, Juan?
Yes.
What's his name?
Manuel.
Manuel. Sorry, Manuel.
Yes.
He's a good-looking guy.
He's a good-looking metrosexual man.
He's been in the
and-
studio before, or the
Yeah.
old studio, not the new
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Okay. It's
So I'm
going
sorry.
nowhere.
I kind of but let's get back to AJ for one other question. So, who's better looking, you or AJ?
Why do you want to know that?
I want to know what your opinion is.
I mean, we're both different types, and we're both great looking in our own way.
Oh, that's a good answer. I'm so impressed by your politeness.
Oh, there goes my camera.
There goes your camera, Jen.
Those are the tequilas.
All right, there we go.
All right, so I feel bad, Rafi, that I brought up something that was on your resume about you being a professional mannequin.
God, it's
And
going
half-
viral.
Half the
Everyone
story
is-
was
The mannequin challenge.
I'm just thinking of like all the videos that could come out because they're posing as a mannequin, imitating you, make fun of you. You poor guy.
Well, hey, if it's gonna promote me, go ahead. Go ahead.
So now you can play a corpse and all this. I understand that's gonna be your next acting gig.
A corpse.
Apart
Perfect.
from the cleaning, apart from dazzling cleaning app, Act on an app. That's another.
All right, so we got to talk about this
Hashtag.
because Derek was giving him a hard time for this acting thing that he had last week. It was a dazzling cleaning, right?
Yes.
And
it
you were
was
going
a
to some
commercial.
you had no idea where you were going, if it was a studio or an
I
apartment
knew
or
it was in
what.
Brooklyn. That's all I got. And
So tell us how it went.
Just show up in
What
Brooklyn.
happened?
That's
Give
it.
us the step-by-step experience.
Okay, let me start. So
And you get close to the microphone so we can hear you.
and I wasn't that I wasn't really nervous until everyone kept like getting like in my head, like, oh, be careful, this and that. But no, I checked the guy out. He's a content creator. And so he rented out it was like an Airbnb type site for like using apartments, I guess, to film stuff or whatever. So we were in someone's apartment for 3 hours, and I played a customer and one of the cleaning guys. So they gave me like a little uniform. And
You played
apron.
both, the
I
customer
played
and the
both. I
clean
had a
guy.
script. I had to memorize a monologue. And
Okay,
we
so
filmed
which
that.
one had no shirt? The customer or the cleaning guy?
No, everyone had a shirt on. It
I was
wasn't
like,
that
what
kind
kind
of
Had a
of-
shirt on at the beginning, but then what happened at the end of the commercial?
The shirt stayed on. There was more cleaning, more Swiffering. I had an apron that looked like a Starbucks apron.
Was this a commercial or what was
It was
this
a
for?
commercial for their website. It's like a new thing. It's like $9 when you first sign up to get a cleaning, and
Oh,
they have an app.
That's
as
a good
well.
price for a cleaning, by the way.
Yeah, I'll sign up.
Yes.
The thing is,
Rafi.
yes.
You know, I was thinking about this when you mentioned $9 for the first cleaning. I'm thinking, Rafi, if you give me 9 inches, I'll give you $90 per hour.
You're so bad, Darren.
Oh my god.
I think that's sexual harassment, Darren.
That is, Jen.
But that's not enough. $90 an hour.
Exactly. That's what you're worth now.
Oh god.
Rafi. So what happened at the end? You
So
when are we
I
going to
thought
see
this-
this?
So I don't know. I'm gonna once I have the content, I'll send it over. But I thought it was gonna be an app because it mentioned voiceover. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna be on the app. Maybe they'll use like the monologue, whatever. But they didn't record that, so I don't know. I think it's just for their website. So we'll see how it turns out.
So you're not sure if it's going to be a whole video yet, or is that what I'm understanding?
I think it's just like little clips or like commercials to promote the service, I guess.
Gotcha.
But I'll be in there, and it was a form-fitting shirt, so like people will appreciate it.
There's a form-fitting shirt. Yes.
But we'd rather
Yellow.
see you out of the shirt, I think, instead of form fitting.
Sometimes a little mystery is good, you know.
All right, so if you go to dnrstudios.com/asylum-radio and you scroll down, you'll see that Rafi has a section now.
Oh,
And under Rafi's
nice.
name, there's a little text blurb that says something about, what was it, Rafi? The video that you were in for Rosie.
Rosie Dean.
Right. If you go down to Rosie Dean music video and mouse over that, you can get a link to his YouTube video where Rafi's
Ooh.
shirtless.
Well,
And it doesn't come out right
That's
at the beginning.
That's the last thing Darren watches every
pink
night.
suit. I'm in a pink suit. with
It
a
doesn't
little
come out at the
shirt
beginning,
underneath.
so give it time. You got to watch it a few minutes into it
give
and you'll
it
see
time,
him.
listeners. Just watch it a few times. Share it.
Yes.
Like it.
Cherish it.
Share it. No, share it.
So
Cherish it.
I couldn't help but I felt like calling in and defending you because I think Derek was unfair to you. I mean, he's like
Was he
if you-
attacking Rafi?
he was
What was-
he wasn't
Now I
attacking,
wish I
but
would have listened.
he was
I'll listen.
poking a little bit too much fun to him, I think.
It's
Because-
a stick. Yeah.
As an aspiring actor, I think it may take a while,
I'm not aspiring. Aspiring is like someone who has like no experience.
but I mean to be like on a
mean-
big
you
screen
mean-
somewhere, that
You
sort of
mean
thing.
Like like a consistently working actor.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, no actor's consistently working, but I mean somebody who's like really widely
Working
known, that
actor.
sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just want you to know, I was thinking, you know, that they were saying if you haven't made it
Law and Order.
on a speaking role on Law and Order by the time you're 40 or something, then you're just not going to make it. But
What?
we don't know
Is
how
that,
old
is that
you
like
are.
a
so
fact or something?
no, but
Oh,
I
okay.
think the point that Derek was trying to make is that most
lot
people
of
that are aspiring
actors-
actors in New York will make it on something like Law and Order at some
yeah,
point.
but that's a little antiquated because that was the only show that filmed back then. So everyone was on there. But now there's so much other stuff. So it doesn't really like matter.
So
I
have you
guess.
have you seen Ozark?
I've been on Law and Order, to be honest, but it was just background stuff. So technically, I have been on.
There you go. You've been on it
There
already.
it is.
Yeah.
Boom.
Why did you bring that up when he was giving you a hard time?
I didn't think of it, and he would have probably come at me again with like, "Oh, it wasn't speaking" or something.
Oh, that's not fair.
So that's why I was like, I'll just clam up and let him talk.
All right. So have you seen Ozark on Netflix?
No, but I heard it's great.
Yes.
There's a
Really
woman
good.
on Ozark. Her character name is Darlene, and she's currently 70 years old in real life. But she didn't have her first professional acting gig until I think it was 35 years old.
Okay.
And now she's widely known for being on Ozark and Law and Order and a bunch of other things. So I was thinking of you when I read about her. It's like,
Well, it's
don't-
kind of like even the Green Mile, the big black guy in the Green Mile that passed away.
He started later, I think.
Yeah, that was his first movie ever, I think.
Big
And he was
role.
like a bouncer or something before. So you can start
who's-
whenever.
Who's booking your gigs? Do you have like an agent or something that represents you and get
I
these?
freelance with a couple agencies, but they're mainly for like commercials and print stuff. A lot of the stuff I get on my own through the sites I had mentioned before, like Actors Access, Backstage, and Playbill.com.
So how do you?
And casting networks? I have a profile on there with my info, links to reels of acting work and singing and voiceover stuff, headshots, pictures, you name it. Everything.
Is that
on
the
there.
way most people do this, or do you need like a good agent?
No, I mean a lot of actors do that, and then of course some have agents as well. For example, the cleaning app. That one I didn't even. Did I apply? Yeah, I applied for that one. They reached out, but sometimes they'll reach out out of nowhere, and like, oh, I saw your profile. You'd be good for this, or like recently I auditioned for a film, and the directors and I are actually friends on Instagram. We've never really talked, but the woman casting it for him reached out. Was like, oh, I think it'd be good for this role. So I auditioned like that. You know, sometimes they'll reach out.
Darren, do you want to be an actor? Is this why you're so
I wanted to be an
intrigued?
actor, but now I've admitted I'm too old to be an actor.
No,
There's no
should I
such
s-
thing. There's always a role for
anybody. Yeah. Should I
elderly
start a
white
profile
men.
for you?
What do you mean an older Jen? Cut me a break.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He's the guy next door, Jen.
Yeah, you can be the guy next door. You can be
The friendly
the
neighbor.
fan in the baseball stadium.
The
Stuff like
fan
that.
in the baseball stadium. I want to be somebody more. I need to be famous.
I want to be more.
Yeah. I was in a play, Jen. And I
You
directed
did
several
plays.
plays.
Yeah, you did plays.
But that was in
and
the past.
Did you create plays just so you can be in them? Or
No, I directed plays because I wanted to be the puppet master. And I thought it was a fun thing to do. So I think I directed about 8 community theater plays. And I was in one recently. Well, not recently. It was about
I went to one
5
of
years
your
ago.
plays. I forgot which one it was, but it was good.
Oh, that's right. You went with
Yeah.
JK Design.
Yes.
That was the first one.
Yes.
And
The
that
first
was,
one. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was about 2 gay guys who were getting married, and they wanted to get married in the Catholic Church.
Yes.
And you know how the Catholic Church thinks about gay men.
Gay marriage. Yeah.
Right,
Not
so it
just
was the whole
gay men, but
story.
Gay marriage.
Yeah, it was the whole story about how they convinced the priest to allow them to get married, and then their relationship was falling apart during the thing. But it was a lot more going on in the play.
Was this your story or you just directed an existing story?
I directed an existing story. So we'll get back to that. We're going to talk
Cool.
about Rafi.
Yeah, let's learn more about Rafi. I didn't know you
Rafi.
were on the orange juice and biscuits. I learned that.
Sometimes, yeah. I'll
Sometimes.
pop up. Yeah, it's fun.
So Rafi, when you are doing something like this, what happens like, or give us a little more details of the shoot for Dazzling. Like, do you go in there and you immediately start working and they tell you specifically what to do? Or do they sort of give you guidelines and it's up to you to improvise? How did it work?
Well, this one was minimal sort of crew. It was just literally the content creator. Like he had his camera, and we had scripts that we had to work on before. So like we had to memorize certain scripts. I had just one, and we shot it a few times. He would give us notes, or what to emphasize. And then as far as the portion when we were cleaning the kitchen, that was he just sort of gave us like an outline and then we went for it. Like we kind of guided us through like the actions and then we just and then he filmed it. I mean, it was
And
pretty
then he's
simple,
gonna
nothing crazy.
probably is he gonna, I guess, just take the clips that he likes and whatever he uses is his
Yeah, he
business. It's
sends
not
it
really
over
yours.
to the client and then I guess he edits it and it's gonna be like for the website. So
What was your speaking role?
it was
What
like
did
a
you say?
monologue. It was just like I mean, I don't even remember what it was. It was like just like saying, "Oh, my first cleaning's like $9. You know, verified cleaners you can trust. I can pick my favorite cleaner every time." Like things like that. It was just like,
Oh,
kind
they
of
were like
like selling
phrases.
points. Yeah,
I
yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You know.
Very good. Very good.
So they were. Derek was saying, you know, he's gonna go there and it's gonna be some creepy guy in the basement and blah blah blah. But I think it was fine. None of that, right?
AJ was like exaggerating as well. I mean, it was all part of the show, basically.
Yeah, of course.
Exaggerating. I mean, it's
So-
kind of scary when you're an actor and you're told the shoot location or whatever, and you don't know what's waiting for you there. You know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You
I mean,
assume it's cameras.
You gotta, yeah, right. You gotta use your judgment. I know, and like, I mean, I looked him up. I searched this guy, and he had a, you know, his website and other content and stuff. So, and it was during the day. You know, it was at 3 a.m, and
Do you text your
Greenpoint.
friends and you're like, I'm going to Brooklyn for a shoot. If you don't hear from
I
me,
texted
look for me.
AJ the address and
Okay.
email in case, but I knew
Good.
it was gonna be fine. You know what I mean?
You know, when you're going on like a grinder date, that's a good thing to do. Also, send somebody your address and where you're gonna be. But you said you don't use Grinder.
I don't have those apps.
You don't have a need for that. You're getting enough
No.
of action by stopping and turning around on the
Walking.
street and
Stopping
looking at a
and turning
guy,
around.
Lover's
giving him a little
Lane,
wink, and then walking a little further, and then seeing if he's going to turn back around. And
Basically, yes. Basically.
Darren, have you
That's-
tried that since
that's
my
my
last
app.
show?
I
That is my
honestly,
app.
I did do it once.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Wait,
It
what,
was
after
at
I
a-
told you?
It was at
After?
it was at a supermarket, and it was in the frozen food aisle. And some guy, he was a good-looking guy, was walking down the frozen food aisle. I thought, I'm gonna stop and turn around, and I did. And do you think he turned around, Jen? No.
He turned
kept
around
walking.
for the frozen baby carrot.
But, I
Yeah,
mean-
exactly.
Walking.
The
He was
key, though,
reaching in to get
in
those.
the turnaround is you have to make eye contact, like as you.
Oh, I was
pass
trying,
by.
but I think I was too old for him. I was disappointed,
Maybe he had a wife.
heartbroken.
Who knows?
Maybe he had a wife. Yes, that too.
Yeah, like AJ.
Maybe he was in a rush. You know, don't take it personal.
No, no.
You'll get it the next time. Keep trying.
So you remember the story, Jen, when he had told us of the date that Rafi had, and he brought him home to his bathroom, and his bathroom was made into a disco. Do you remember this?
Discotheque.
Discotheque. And we're thinking, why? We didn't get into this, but like, why would he bring him to the bathroom for a date like that? I mean, I thought it was a sweet. It was a
There's
sweet
so many
story.
questions. How do you
Yeah,
have
well,
disco
that's-
equipment?
I mean, that's out of context. Oh, let me get into it. So this was like,
Oh no! I'm going to
few
bring up the
days in.
rest of the story before you give us the context. So on the Derek and Romaine episode, he was talking about this other date he had with somebody, and it was in September of last year, I guess, at a music festival.
oh, yeah.
And he said this guy that he met, I guess
Beanbag
they
boy.
ended up sitting down on a beanbag chair, and so he's gonna get the name Beanbag, I guess, eventually. But
Beanbag boy. That's
right,
what it goes.
it was a place in Levittown, and he was
The
talking about how
beanbag
they,
was in your place or in,
No,
where was
on
this
the
beanbag?
grass at the music festival, Governor's
Oh,
Ball. They
okay.
have a bunch of like art installations and food stalls and everything.
and yeah, feel free to correct me on any of this that I'm getting wrong. But then he said that they had muscles together, and I'm thinking they were licking their own muscles, or they had like the little shell muscles to
Your
eat.
mind is always in the gutter.
Oh, Darren.
So then they were talking about American Horror Stories, and then they took some shirtless selfies, and I thought,
Did you guys
wow.
meet at the festival or you
Yeah,
went
we worked,
together?
We worked together for 3 days, like the whole day, basically.
Okay, so during this date, they went back to his place, And then Rafi had said that he took selfies in the guy's bathroom. And
Okay.
then AJ was saying, Rafi always needs to date a man that has good lighting in his bathroom. So there's something about Rafi in bathrooms that I haven't figured out yet. What is going on? Would you like to share it with everybody, Rafi? What is it about bathrooms?
I think some of them the lighting hits right, and you gotta take advantage of the moment.
So the
And with
lighting
the mirror,
hits
you
your.
can see yourself and the.
So everything, the angle.
Uh-huh.
The
So listen,
lighting.
if any of you date Rafi in the future, don't be surprised if he says, "Let's go to the bathroom and turn on the lights."
Or don't be surprised if you
Or
see
turn
your
off
bathroom
the
in his
lights.
feed. Yeah, you see.
we're
your
gonna
bathroom
take
in his feed.
selfies in your shirts without any shirts and.
That
Rafi.
In our house, Rafi, if you came here off the kitchen, we have this bathroom that we call the Liberace bathroom because it's
Okay.
like gold and black and has
Oh,
all
he's
these
there.
alligator-
I'll be taking a selfie there in a
It's
month.
like the perfect selfie bathroom.
I will be there in a month. We'll do it.
Yes.
So Rafi, before you get to more of this, when I think of you, Rafi, now I think you're a good-looking guy, and you're a smart guy, and it's sort of a little bit naive in a way, but it makes you charming.
It's like, is that a compliment?
I've
That's a
learned my-
compliment.
I've learned my lessons, trust me. But you always keep learning in this world.
So you want to share any more about the bathrooms, or should
The
we move
bathroom,
on?
yeah. So that was this guy I dated like a long time ago. I met at a catering job. His name was Remy from Long Island as well. And we had gone on a few dates already. So it wasn't like the first time we met. Like we had hung out like a few weeks, whatever. And I got creative once and I decided to make my bathroom like a little club. So I actually own a little strobe light. And
Of course. Of course.
and I had these glow sticks and some other I forget, clubby type things.
Were you
And
guys on
so-
ecstasy? Like there used to be
No.
like
No, nothing. Maybe
Special K.
I think we drank a little bit. And so I put the shower on and I made these little tickets out of paper, like admit one. And so I prepped all this before he came over.
VIP.
And this is
No line.
actually something, this kind of feels like an activity, which is an acting thing, which I can talk about afterwards. It'll make sense after I tell you. So so I prepped the whole bathroom into a club. So he came over and the music was playing already in there. So I opened the door and I gave him the ticket. And the shower was on and we made out and everything and took a shower.
Did he think it was weird or
No, I think he liked it. It was, something different. I think how they give you those foam sticks at raves and
the one
concerts.
that
I think I had,
strobe and stuff?
I think I had some of those as well from bar mitzvahs I used to work. I worked over 100 of bar mitzvahs. I could write a book on them. But so that was fun and it was sexy and fun and it was a great time. So
Do you know how to bartend?
yeah, I can make some simple stuff.
But you don't have you never had formal
I
training.
don't
or
have a
anything.
license, if that's what you're asking.
No, like formal training, so you would know how to make
Just
the common drinks.
Catering, training, yeah, some basic
Okay.
drinks. Yeah.
I just thought that maybe if you knew how to bartend, Jen could hire you for her next gig. Where
I
they're
mean,
gonna
You could
sell
hire
you.
him and he's an actor. He can
I
pretend.
can serve, I can serve the hell out of those drinks.
Wasn't that Tom Cruise who was flipping the bottles in some movie or something?
Yes.
I'll put on a smile. I could give out samples, whatever,
Yes.
Jen. I'm always hustling, looking for more work, actually.
All
so
right.
let
all
me
right.
know.
Yeah.
Jen
Give-
keeps
give me the
herself
spiel.
busy hustling
Mhm.
to get her brand out there.
Give me the spiel.
I'll give you the spiel. I'll give you the apron, and then you just shake. You shake the
The
cocktail.
apron with no shirt on underneath.
Right. Then Darren will come. Then he'll come.
Darren will buy a whole case.
I'll be trashed. So Rafi was just in Palm Springs.
Well, that was in December, yes.
Well, that was not too long ago, Rafi.
yeah, they made
That's
it seem
only
like I just got
2
in
months
last
ago.
night.
Yeah, I thought you were there like on
Last
Friday. or
night.
something.
I was in Palm Springs for the first time
It was nice.
back in I don't know, the summer or something like that. Or no, it wasn't the summer. That would have been too hot. It was probably the spring of last year. And I specifically went there for work because I was in Ontario, California for work, and I wanted to go see my old boss from Planet Out, and he lives in Palm Springs. And
Yeah,
you
we have a
said,
listener that lives there.
"Oh yeah."
Jeff.
So I went there, and I had the same thought that it seemed like an old Hollywood kind of vibe,
Right?
and went to his house, and all the homes in that area were sort of built in the 50s or 60s or something, and his house was completely redone. It was remodeled, but it was beautiful. It was a very well done, and it was a neat little town to be in.
Is it by
And
the water?
The weather was beautiful. Not exactly, no, but it has a nice view of the desert and the mountains, if you like that sort of thing.
Yes. Any view is nice. In New
So-
York, that's like a hot commodity, is having a view and not blocked by another building or
And I'm not sure if Palm Springs is filled with all old people like myself, Rafi, or is it
You're
younger
not old
people?
there, and you keep calling
It's
yourself
it's
old.
it's a mix. It's a mix, but there are a lot of daddies dating younger guys. So
Oh, so maybe that's a good place for me to go in the future.
maybe.
All
Don't
right, Rafi.
encourage him, Rafi. Don't
There is a
encourage.
picture of me in a hot tub in Palm Springs. If you look at my Instagram, everyone.
Oh, I'll take a look in your Instagram. And I'm sure there's a video of that nightclub that you had in your bathroom that people would love to see.
Well, I did make another video during the pandemic, a TikTok. That's I made my roommate play the bouncer, and I made my bathroom a club again, and I was just dancing by myself.
So how do they find you on TikTok, Rafi?
It's the same handle as Instagram, Rafi_Fuentes.
There you go.
That's my TikTok.
Do you even have TikTok, Darren?
I do, Jen.
What?
But I never
I'm
watch it. It's like,
impressed.
I don't know if I want to be watching all this stuff. It sucks up too much time. It's like watching Netflix.
Just take 5 minutes a day.
5 minutes a day it is. Jen, do you have TikTok?
I installed it, but I haven't set up an account.
But then what are you making fun of me for?
That's what. No, it wasn't. I'm impressed. It was a good thing.
Actually, it was Pat who found TikTok first, and he was showing me like all these stupid videos. And I'm like, what are you wasting your time doing this for? But that's major stuff if you get
It
well known.
is. Yes.
Yeah, some of my videos, I have one that is almost at 14,000 views. It was when I
Nice.
it's when I got my second Moderna shot. I wore this sleeveless vest and I took half of it off.
That's no surprise.
And because of COVID, I guess the algorithms were in my favor and it got a lot of views. It's random though. You don't know, like there's no like set time like Instagram, because I've worked the science behind this. Like I know which days to post, what time,
Mhm.
which content they like better. Like I always get more likes if it's like showing more skin, But on TikTok, it's so random, and the Instagram Reels, which is similar to TikTok, that's very random. So once in a while, I'll get one that gets thousands and thousands of views like quickly,
Mhm.
or sometimes it just takes a long time and not many views. So it's just like really, really random. But I always add the hashtags. I tag people, location,
Yep.
all that stuff.
So Derek was making fun of you for like, maybe maybe you should be in porn or something like that. And I'm thinking, please tell me you were never in porn and you would never do porn.
No,
It would ruin your career.
people are always like, "Oh, you should do OnlyFans," or "Where's your OnlyFans?" or "Do you have OnlyFans?" Like, no, I don't have that. I don't think I'll be doing it. I don't think it's a good outlet.
Is
that one of the things
OnlyFans
that,
only
like-
porn? I don't know much about
OnlyFans isn't just porn. I mean, obviously, people. I think they do that, but it's like just I don't know. People in their underwear or like showing like something like you're behind or I don't know. Like it's just
So like they pay and then they can see
yeah. It's like
your
usually
video.
like $10 a month. You pay like
Oh.
$10 a month. So it's like a sexy Netflix, I guess.
Yeah, don't do it, Rafi.
Interesting.
No, I'm not. People have been wanting me to do it or asking me if I have one or if I have a secret account or if I'm on Twitter, because sometimes they link their Twitter to it. I have Twitter, but not for that. So
Yeah.
Do you have an OnlyFans account, Darren?
What's the guy's name? He had a show on DNR, Matthew.
Matthew Camp, he's not there
Yes, I
anymore,
think.
yeah.
Does he have one of those pages? He had something where I found that
so.
they wanted you to pay for it. I'm like, I'm not paying for this. It was probably the same thing.
Mhm.
Probably.
Did you ever meet him in person?
Did I-
Rafi. Did you ever meet Matthew Camp in person?
No, he wasn't there when I started.
So he was on this booze cruise that Jen missed because she missed the boat.
I will never live that down ever.
And I remember meeting him. I'm thinking, holy crap, he's so short compared to what I envisioned him to be.
Oh yeah,
He's a short guy, yeah. But he seemed nice. That's about it.
yeah.
All right, Rafi, what questions do you have for us? We're changing the subject now. Are we going back to tech stuff?
Let's talk about shrooms.
Shrooms?
Yeah.
You want to do shrooms?
No, we talked about this. Remember, like the different types of mushrooms and the benefits and all that.
Okay, yeah, talk to me about it.
Like medical shrooms?
No, he wants to do mushrooms when we go to meet up in New York sometime to do a show. It's like,
but
I
also
don't think that's a good idea.
medicinal like purposes too, because Romaine wants to start her little garden for like mushrooms and stuff. Because I take supplements, they're amazing for like your immune system, your brain.
Really, you're into
Everything.
this?
Yeah,
Well, there's
brains-
also
brains-
coffee made out of mushrooms
Yeah,
too.
I gave Romaine one. I have my mom got me some packets of mushroom with coffee. So it's Maine's head, lion's head, chaga,
Mm-hmm.
Clops or something. I forget the names, but they're interesting and they're really great. So basically, like Romaine was saying, she watched this documentary on mushrooms on Netflix if you want to watch. And mushrooms are like the internet of the earth, apparently, the ground, the soil. Yeah,
Pat
they're
hates
pretty-
mushrooms.
Pretty
Internet
magical.
of-
Pretty magical, I have to say. So
Jen, do you
never
eat
know.
mushrooms?
Yes, I like mushrooms.
Really? Like all sorts of mushrooms, or did they have to be a certain type or cooked a certain way?
I'm not a mushroom expert, so I'm not exactly sure if I like all the mushrooms, but the ones that are like in soup or in pasta, like
Yeah, those I
Italian
can eat
food,
too.
That's fine.
But I can't. I don't really like just having the mushroom or those real big ones. and
The
cutting
white
them up.
ones
It's
that they
like-
have like in a
Portobello. The big ones are the I thought you liked big ones though, Darren.
I do, but not mushrooms, unless it's a mushroom head.
That's what I
Oh my
mean.
God.
Anyway, moving on. No, but it's getting hot in here. But,
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go. You're just cheapening the whole thing, but
a
go
little
right
shoulder,
ahead.
a little shoulder.
the left shoulder. I gotta keep
Jen, you
it
gotta do
classy.
yours too.
Gotta keep it classy.
Exactly. Mine's a shirt, so I have to take it off. That's not happening.
There's a certain type of mushroom that I really enjoy, and it's expensive. Is it the Chantel or something?
Where do you get those at? Or
It's
what
like a
does it look
longer-
like?
It's like a longer one, thin.
Long and thin.
No, thin isn't good, but it's tasty. It's like a chantilly or something.
Is it like
Chantilly.
herbal or?
No, it's like a cooking. You use it in like with food and stuff. Like you mix it in with
So
When you said go meet in New York to have mushrooms, I was not thinking of these kind of mushrooms.
that's exactly what I was thinking. Like he's eating these get high mushrooms.
Yeah,
No.
the whole
Well, I only did that
Hallucinogenic.
once, actually.
You did it once?
I did it once on a hike in Cold Spring, New York, and it was amazing, actually.
Really?
That sounds like a dangerous
Did you
place
see
to be doing
stuff and-
mushrooms.
I was on a hike. I didn't have that many because it was my first time, and my friend took some, and the guy that gave them to us had some. I had it with my lunch, and it kicked in about 47 minutes later. I got giddy.
47.
I
Were there
was
were there
giddy.
cliffs on this hike, Rafi?
Their clothes stayed on. Yeah, there's a picture of me in Cold Spring on my Instagram if you look back a couple years back. But I was clothed, and let me tell you, I got giddy, was laughing. Everything was in like 4K, like high
Oh.
definition, like the trees. Everything was just so vivid. Like I was taking it in. And
So you didn't
on
freak
my-
out. You were just enjoying
was,
it, enjoying the
It
ride.
ebbed and flowed. I enjoyed the ride, and even when I was texting on my phone, like it was like these like little rainbows around the text. It was like bright. Everything was just so much
Weird.
brighter. Everything was
this-
just enhanced.
like
You gotta
ayahuasca.
Do this. Sort of. But
Except
maybe with
ayahuasca makes you like cry and vomit.
The-
and all these-
Yeah, that we should
Rafi, you
do
know what
that, the three of
ayahuasca
us.
is?
I do. You need a shaman for that. You got to do it the right person. You take some sort of liquid and it sort of cleanses your body and your mind and your soul.
Your soul. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do that one day. I think that's interesting. But the mushrooms, like I want to do them again because it was an interesting experience and it just sort of made everything so much more vivid, you know what I mean?
Well, Jen
That's
and
so
her husband
interesting.
are going to Costa Rica to an ayahuasca resort, and I'm going to take the video to,
What happened?
document what happens.
Really? I might have to join.
Yeah. No, I'm really interested in trying it, but
Me
I
too.
think the key that they say is you have to be ready or know why you want to do it. You can't just do it. And I feel like I'm not there yet. I don't have a reason, or I'm not trying to heal some
Yeah, a
past
lot of people go
wounds
for that
or
reason
anything.
to
But
need
I
to.
feel like everyone should do it because everyone has, a past and things they build, like they keep, inside. I think it's important.
And I
to
think a
cleanse
lot of
that.
it opens up stuff you don't even realize is holding you
You
back
buried.
emotionally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. We're gonna do it, Darren, one of these days. And Rafi will
I
come
don't know.
too.
I did find
Yes,
out that there's
I-
a place in New Hampshire and New York, so you don't have to go to Costa Rica to do it. But they're
Or in
billed
South
as
America is where they say you should
Mhm.
do it.
Peru.
well, Peru,
Yeah.
yeah, because we had a woman
That'd
on
be-
that Jen knows that went to Peru twice, right?
Well,
She
maybe
did it in the
the
Amazon. Yeah.
Maybe the
Right.
asylum will take a trip to Peru.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll get some sponsors.
Then it will be legit asylum, like crazy.
Rafi, you get us some sponsors, and we're going.
Let's do
Yes.
it. We're doing it.
Ugh, I
Amazing.
don't think I can handle it.
I think you can.
Yeah.
You're stronger
we'll
than
give
you think you are,
We'll,
Darren.
we'll give you a
Oh,
pisco
Jen, that's
sour.
such a compliment.
Jen, we have him take a pisco sour before to calm
Yes.
his nerves. Yeah.
That the whole
Take what?
the
A
Peruvian
pisco,
experience.
pisco
Yeah.
sour. It's like this.
It has egg white and pisco, which is almost like a grappa, I guess. And it's a very popular drink there.
It's
in
good.
Peru.
That sounds
You'll like it.
wonderful.
It's like foamy and
Yeah, it's like sweet and sour,
Mhm.
foamy. You'd like
Okay.
it. You'd like
I
it.
would. I don't
Yes.
think so.
Trust me.
you would. It doesn't have an umbrella in it, but you will still like it.
But we can put one in
Jen
there
knows
for
me.
you.
She knows I require an umbrella on my drinks.
We'll put one in there for you. Don't worry.
He gets like an
Uh.
old fashioned with an umbrella. He'll
Oh,
like it.
Darren.
It's been 45 minutes, Jen. We're out of time because our show is now 45 minutes.
You need your outro. You need to.
But
put an
we
outro
but
in
we
at the end.
started late. Don't we go a little longer?
We
I
can
don't
go
know.
longer if you like, Jen. What would you like to talk
mean-
about?
Tech.
We need to fix our intro so it includes Rafi.
We do. We will do that. We
And-
need to update the script. Rafi, that's on your list. Update the script for the intro. I'll send you what we have, and you can tell us what you want.
Okay.
And then we have to find you can be the voiceover. You're an actor. You can do the whole thing instead of the
The
guy that
outro?
Darren picked.
I can do the outro.
And he's an audio engineer. He can do that too.
Thank you for listening. I could write a little jingle for the end if you want or something.
There you go.
Ooh, I love that.
For the beginning and the end.
Well, the beginning you have one already, but I can play around as well with something else.
Oh, you didn't hear the original one I put together. It was
Oh,
based
there's
on
an
clips.
original?
It's not a jingle. It's based on clips from one of our, I think it was the first 5 shows that Jen and I did.
I
and there
thought it
was
was
some funny
good. It was
clips.
just really long. That was
It
the
was
problem.
long, yeah.
30
And people were
seconds is
complaining.
good.
I don't want to wait through that whole thing. It was
Yeah.
3
I think
minutes long.
30, 15 to 30 seconds is enough. It's snowing over here. You guys, is it snowing? where
Ooh,
you are?
really?
I'm looking out my window at the snow right now. Jen, do you have a window in that room?
Yes.
Winter
It's-
Wonderland.
It's like light snow here.
Are we going to go outside and make angels?
Yeah, yeah. Darren, I
Oh,
have a
yes.
question. Did you fix the light bulb above your head? Has that
Oh.
been repaired?
Jen. Ta-da!
Oh, yay. Nice. Fantastic.
Jen, there it still sits. Do you see this?
What, the
my
machine?
rowing, my rowing machine
Do you use it?
in my head.
Listen, I'll take it if you don't want it.
Oh, I want it because someday I'm going to use it.
You just want to hang your clothes on it.
Yeah. Rafi's engrossed in a text message right now.
No, it's a friend. I'm helping her with a self tape after. I'm going to read some lines with her.
You're
Yeah.
so
So it's,
nice,
always
Rafi. You're so like generous
she
with your
reads
time.
with me. Like she auditions with me a lot, so we always help each other out. Because usually I'll read with a girl or something, so I need like a female voice. It's better. But she's in Ohio right now, so we do it through like Facebook Messenger or Skype or whatever.
How did
Oh.
you meet her?
Oh, I met her. She's a really good friend of mine. We met years ago at a job. It was a promotional job for the Disney cruise. So it was an awful job actually. We had to wake
What?
up really, really, really early. It was like long hours. We were at the dock, with the pier where the ship comes in, the Disney
Yeah.
cruise, and we had to deal with all like the customers and luggage.
You were on the
and
boat
this and that.
itself, or you?
No, but I did go on once to like deliver something, or I forget what it was. We were just on like where the pier is mainly.
So you were what, posing as a package guy or something, or what?
No,
Posing.
these weren't my shirtless days. I was.
Were you a
fully
mannequin?
uniformed. It's never gonna get old. I love it.
No, he was the coffin. He was laying in the coffin in the
was-
morgue of the
yeah.
ship. We even have a morgue on the ship, so don't worry if you die. You'll be able to rest here easy.
Oh my god, you guys. Yeah, it was just for a few weeks actually. A long job.
So you were in uniform for posing as what?
I wasn't posing for anything. We were staff for like the
Oh, you were
customers.
staff.
Yeah.
So this
yeah.
wasn't an acting gig. It was something
It
else.
was a promotional job, agency I was working with, and they hired us to work for the cruise, just assisting people, ticketing, luggage, directional, all that stuff. Yeah,
Have
And
you been on
Disney
a cruise?
cruises are like with a lot of kids, I assume. So you have
yeah,
to
a lot
like,
of families and stuff. So we had to get a special badge. We had to get a background check, I think, and all this stuff. So
oh,
Have you been on a cruise,
Disney.
Rafi?
no, I haven't. I want to
haven't
go
been
on
on
the
a
DNR
cruise?
cruise for when they go to Bermuda, because that'd be the perfect host.
Oh,
I
that
can't
sounds
believe-
awesome.
Nobody invited you along with them to be their mate.
So maybe they can hire me as a cabana.
You got to talk to
boy.
Romaine about that because she's in charge of that.
I guess you should chime in. Be like, hey, what about the May cruise?
Yeah,
He
I will
used
be
to
on that
go-
one. It's a shame.
He used
You
to
won't
grow
be?
up in Bermuda. I grew up in Bermuda, so that'd be great for me to go with them. You know what I mean?
You
That
grew
would
up in
be.
Bermuda.
You could be the whole tour
Yeah,
guide.
I'll take them to the rum cake factory. We'll go to the aquarium. We'll go to Horseshoe Bay. I know all the spots.
I've been all there. I could do the same thing, Rafi. Of course, I'm not young
Okay.
and beautiful.
You're beautiful. But you didn't grow up there, so I know like the secret spots, like the Crystal Caves and
Been there too. What else?
the
butterfly
rum-
thing and
Swizzlin'. Have you had a rum
Switzerland. The
swizzle?
last time I took. Oh, this is a story. What is that? My computer or is yours, Jen? So the Switzerland is a
yours.
place I wanted to go, and we were renting mopeds to get there.
Mhm.
And Katie KK wanted to go with me on my moped
Oh, she went to Bermuda too.
yes, to take the trip with us to go sightseeing on the mopeds. And I'm like, holy shit, I don't think I don't think I can handle KK on the back of my moped, because I just pictured her on the back holding 2 bottles of wine. Hey! And I'm like, oh, I don't think this is a good idea. So I said, Katie, KK, you should really get your own moped because you'll enjoy the trip better. And she did. She was afraid that she wouldn't be able to control it, but she was fine. And we drove to the Swizzle Inn, and that was the last stop, and we turned around and went back.
Oh,
Fun.
nice.
Fun trip.
Memories.
Memories.
Ah, memories of
Memories.
when traveling was a thing.
Yeah. Rafi,
Coming
is.
back though,
It
New
still
York is
is.
back. No
It's
mask.
still is, but it's a pain in the ass. As I heard your show, like when I went to sing at my friend's wedding in DR. I think I told you last time.
You did.
I sang the Ave Maria, but they had to ask for, you had to. So I got tested when I got there at the airport. You have to fill out all these extra forms and stuff. It's such a
Oh, so many
pain.
forms.
So
It's
many
ridiculous.
forms, and you take the test before you leave, and then it's like it was like $35.
Yeah,
It's like, come on now, like get it together.
it was a business, and they're just like
Yeah,
raking in all the dough they can before the
before it goes away.
pandemic is gone.
Yeah,
It's kind of already, I think, dying down now.
I think so. Yeah.
Rafi, you got to do us a favor before the next show. Fix your microphone so you don't have to lean over for the
I
whole
know
show.
it keeps going down. I don't know what's wrong with
You need a screwdriver to tighten the arm. That's what
it.
you
was
need.
fine, but now I gotta tighten it again. I guess. Okay.
He just likes like caressing the mic.
He does, and he likes taking his shoulder off and getting cool.
My shoulder off.
Yeah. I
And
don't know
on
what's
that
going on there.
awkward note,
Time is up.
Yeah, time is up now. We'll see you guys next